these are Johnny Manny's two daughters, and we're going to ask the biggest girl, Caroline, to say a few words. Are the Dohenys going to win on Sunday?
Yes, they are.
Good girl, Noel. Noel, what do you think of Daddy's work with the Dohenys?
Fine.
Is he very good?
Yes.
Are you proud of your dad?
Yeah.
Good girl. What's that girl's name? What's your name?
Nadine.
Nadine Hayden. What age you in, Nadine?
8.
What class you in?
3rd.
And did you learn the Dohenys song?
Yeah.
Good girl. Who's going to win the match next Sunday? These are all the young Dohenys supporters, and they're looking forward to a great occasion. What's your name?
Ryan.
Ryan what?
O'Sullivan.
What are you going to say?
Dohenys.
Good man, Ryan. What's your name?
Cahill Kelly.
What age you, Carl?
6.
What about you? What age you?
6.
What class are you in?
First class.
Who's your teacher?
Mrs. Crawley.
Good man.
Cahill.
Cahill what?
Daly.
Where are you from, Cahill?
Main Street. Dunmanway.
What about the girls? Where are the girls? What's your name?
Laurie Hayes.
Where are you from?
Dunmanway.
Good girl. What about you?
My name's Libby.
Libby. And your name?
Caitlin.
Have any of you relations on the team? These girls here have a connection with the 1897 team. What's your name?
Hazel O'Donovan.
With the team?
Danny Rick O'Donovan.
Danny Rick. He actually captained the team in 1897. What about yourself?
Dan Crowley Mara and Jimmy Crowley Mara.
Better known as Jimmy Rahy, I'd say. Is that correct? And what about over here? We have some of the Fars with connections with the present team.
What's your name?
Colin.
Out loud.
Colin.
Goodbye. What's your name?
Rebecca.
Good girl. The Fars are all great players. Are you going to the match on Sunday?
Yeah.
Good girl. What are you going to say up there? What happened to your forehead?
And John done a snack kick in my head and I fall in the wall. Well.
Will you be fit for the game on Sunday?
Yeah.
Good man. What are you going to say?
Up the Dohenys.
This boy here, his dad is chairman of the Sam Maguire Club. Who's going to win Sunday?
The Dohenys.
Good man.
There's a team of mine, and I play it, and there was in a place called the Community Hall, and I was playing it there for the Dohenys. I was playing for the Dohenys.
Good man. What's your name?
James.
Well done. Pardon? What's your aunt's name? She plays ladies football for the Dohenys. What's her name?
Mary.
Mary what? Good girl. What do you want to say? Now this man is doing amazing work with all the young ladies and young boys in the school, and his allegiance will be with Nemo Rangers next Sunday. Isn't that correct, Charlie?
That's right, Charlie. We know we've a right battle in our hands Sunday, because watching some of these young ones here and knowing what's their parents probably playing Sunday, and we'll have an awful battle in our hands. And if we get out of it now, maybe with 5 minutes to go, we might be looking for a draw, and we'd be happy with that. We would. But I think that's going to be a great final. I think last time we had played the Dohenys, I was involved with the team. I think you were, Charlie, as well, so with the Dohenys. So I just broke my collarbone just a few weeks before it. But it was a fantastic match, except we had a fellow called Noni Morgan that day who was called the Ghost. He scored 2-3 that day. And we had Denny Allen, and we had some great players then. But the Dohenys are a fantastic club. I remember watching Dohenys play Nemo in Bandon about 4 years ago. Colin Cork scored 4 points in the last 5 minutes and we won by 4. It was a neck and neck game all the way through. The following year you lost 7 of your team to immigration, and the year after that you were still a force in the championship, and that's a great sign of any club. It's just about playing the game and no matter what goes against you, keep playing away anyway. As I say, keep your eye on the ball. And these are some fantastic players here. I know there's great work being done by the club here with the foresight to get somebody in coaching, and not too many clubs are doing it. Maybe that's why in the county final, because you think big.
Very good, Charlie. And I know you're doing great work here with the underage, and there's a lot of good people here in town have done a lot of good work as well. Phil Collins was here today with us, and there's an awful lot of work being done with the very young ones, and it's paying off in the long run. You have to start with them very young now, don't you?
Have to start. They have to learn the proper technique from an early stage. If you don't have the proper technique, you won't survive. You'll get lucky, but you won't be lucky always. Okay, and I think the amount of players I can see out in the yard kicking both legs now, that's what it's about. If you can kick both legs, that means you're thinking of other aspects of the game as well. And that's if you see some of the players now years gone by, they go on to the right leg or go on to the left leg. They don't have any option then. They're only really a third of a player if you have only one leg.
Are you taking that advice, girls? And I'm sure you'll be training with Gordon Salter, who's doing an awful lot of good work with the girls. And they've done great things this year. I think they've actually beat Nemo in under 14 this year.
Talk about that. They did. And they beat Nemo in junior this year in the junior championship. So, but I want to let you know, girls, we're working on it. We don't take that lightly. I know you're in the driving seat now. We have to get back into it. Okay, all right, lads.
It'll be all about next Sunday, and please God, the Dohenys will come out on top next Sunday. Isn't that right, girls?
Okay, lads.
Thanks, now, this is some more comments from the girls from 6th class.
My granddad, Tim Hurley, was a selector in the 1975 match.
The name Donny came from a man called Michael Donny who lived in Tipperary, and his cousin Mary Donny lived in Lakelands in Demoway, and she was the daughter of Thomas Donny, and she was also the niece of the local parish priest, Father James Donny.
The Dohenys were the first club in West Cork to become part of the GA.
Danny Rick O'Donovan was the only captain to get Dohenys to the All-Ireland final in Dublin. They played against Kickham's, but unfortunately they lost.
The Dohenys Club was founded in 1886, just 2 years after the Gaelic Athletic Association, which was founded in 1884.
Over to the 5th class, who also took part in doing this beautiful project.
Dohenys were the Dohenys' first All-Ireland final was in 1897.
They went up to Ireland and they were against Kickham's, who are a team from Dublin.
They won the county final, but they unfortunately lost the All-Ireland final.
They might have won, except the night before they couldn't get a space in Dublin until 2 o'clock in the morning, and when they finally got a place to stay, there were people screaming all night.
There were 6 sets of brothers on the 1975 team. The Carrolls, the Cagneys, the Crowleys, the O'Rourkes, the O'Donovans and the O'Sullivans. There was also links to the 1879 team. At centre-back, Florrie McCarthy's granduncle Jimmy Crowley-Mara and his great-grandfather Dan Crowley-Mara both played in the 1897 team. And on the subs bench, Mikey and Rickard O'Donovan's grandfather Danny Rick captained the 1897 team.
A man called Dan Murray, his nickname was Dan the Blaster. He left on a Friday night to go to the match on a Sunday. He was always there to support his team. When he was coming home, he had no ticket at the time, so they had to smuggle him onto the train.
On February the 5th, 1899, when the Dohenys were going up to play in the All-Ireland against Kickham's, they found that the county board hadn't booked them a place. When they finally got a place to stay in the Black Star Hotel in Ammon Street, some of them were lucky to sleep on beds, but some of them had to be crippled on either sofas or armchairs.
Some wonderful words of wisdom from the girls in 5th class, and we'd like to thank them for all their work. And as you can see on the wall behind them, they've done a lot of good work, and there is the history of the Dohenys captured by 5th and 6th class. We'd like to thank their teachers too for the wonderful work they've put into it in helping doing the research. Thank you very much.
Every time when we meet them, we will greet them up the Dohenys. Every time we're green and white, green and white, green and white is everywhere. For we all support the Dohenys in their quest for silverware. Very good.
We're now entering St. Patrick's School, St. Patrick's. Nave Patrick, they're very quiet, aren't they? We'll go up here and talk to some of the teachers first, maybe. Will we start with Irene? Irene has a great interest in the Dohenys because she's always there when they're socialising at the end of the day. Fair play to her. What's your interest in the Dohenys, Irene?
Oh, I had to always support them with my dad anyway, so just a great occasion to be in the county final, and I know there's a lot of the boys here playing underage, and they're very involved in it, and from looking at the team, there's an awful lot of past pupils from the boys' school and the team. So I'd just like to thank the Dohenys for coming in and taking interest in the school, because I know the boys here would love to be in a county final someday. So and just on behalf of the staff and the pupils, to wish the Dohenys the best of luck in the county final on Sunday.
Thank you very much. Now this is an ex-principal of the school, and he's done an awful lot for football, and it all starts here in the National School, and I see a lot of good little footballers here in the class. So Michael, you might tell us about your days in Patrick School.
Well, I'm absolutely delighted to be associated with the Dohenys all my life. I always said and hold that Scolfardrig is the cradle of the Dohenys team, and we are delighted with the school league, where many of the lads that are featuring today on the team started their days of glory with the school leagues, which I'm glad to say is still continuing and going stronger than ever. And there's a great tribute to be paid to the Dohenys for their help to us here during our time. And I'm quite sure that some of the lads around there, in a couple of years' time, that I have no doubt, but they will also be featuring in the ranks of the Dohenys and perhaps the county team with God's help. I always say that some of them, even the Dohenys, we'll have to get some of them on the county team to bring back Sam Maguire to Dunmanway again.
You're so right, Michael.
On my own behalf and behalf of all of us, I wish the team every success. They deserve it. There's great credit due to them and to their manager and everybody associated, trainers, mentors, and of course the supporters, which all these lads are tuning themselves up all this morning and tomorrow to put the final touches to up the Dohenys.
And they might give us a verse of it before we leave the school. I'm sure they will.
They're like lads, most certainly will.
We might talk to a few of the younger lads here and maybe a few connections with the team. And who has any cousins or brothers or? Fair play to you. We'll start with yourself.
My brother Cian, he's a sub on the Dohenys hurling team. He's very glad to be in the county final. Don't forget that there's more than football in the Dohenys.
Goodbye.
And I wish the Dohenys all the best on behalf of myself and, well, pretty much everyone in the room. They're all wearing the jerseys anyway.
Well said. Now we might go down here because I know there's a boy here, Brendan. You have some connections with maybe some of the old Dohenys teams. You have relations that played in the old Dohenys teams. Maybe you tell us a little about your connection with the old Dohenys team.
I had two great granduncles on team the last time they won the All-Ireland or county, and they went as far as the All-Ireland then.
Fair play to you, Brendan. Are you going to be as good as them?
Yeah.
What about James here alongside you? James is not shy either. James, an up-and-coming player. His brother used to be involved with the Dohenys, and he is Sean, who was a fantastic player, played with Cork Minors, isn't that correct? You're not shy, James, are you? James is not shy. You might say, what do you think of the Dohenys' chances next Sunday, James?
They have a good chance against Nemo Rangers, and I hope they just win anyway.
Well said.
Well, just best of luck to Dohenys.
Good man. And I know we have another boy here alongside me who has connections with the Dohenys, and his father has done great work with hurling and football. Isn't that correct?
I have two uncles on the team, Mickey and Sean, and I have an uncle training them, and my father used to train them.
What was your father's name?
Declan.
Declan Lavers. Yeah. And your own first name?
Matthew.
Matthew. Is Owen here today? Well, Owen, what are you going to say? These are two outstanding young players. Owen, we'll be looking forward to you in the future. He's a bit of a flyer at the moment. I hope he keeps it up. What are you going to say, Owen, about the Dohenys?
I think they have a good chance of winning, and I wish them the best of luck.
Good man, Owen. Who else has connection with the Dohenys? And where do I know? Down here? What's your name?
Declan Cotter.
What's your connection?
Dara Farr's my uncle-in-law.
Good man.
And I really hope the Dohenys win on Sunday because they've been training so much and working so hard and everything.
Fair play to you. Now, who else is connected with the present Dohenys team? Where's Ross? Ross. What's your connection with the Dohenys?
My brothers and the subs.
Right.
Killian Crawley.
Had you relations that played with the Dohenys before?
Yeah, I had a granduncle as a one day.
And he played in the 1890-70?
Yeah.
Good man. Now I might talk to some more of the small Dohenys. Pádraig, we're going to meet Pádraig now, who's son of the manager of the Dohenys team, and his father has done so much great work. He's been there for 14 years, and Pádraig is the team mascot at this stage. And you all know Paddy because he's well photographed at this stage. Paddy, are the Dohenys going to win on Sunday?
Yeah.
Good man. John Forbes, I'm sure you have a few words to say. John is the quiet one, as you can see, by the reaction of the lads. Well, John, what do you think of the Dohenys going to win next Sunday?
They're going to win by 4 points against Nemo. They didn't know what to expect when they came out in the field last day, and the thing is, best of luck, the Dohenys. Go on, the Dohenys!
Oh man, John. Dennis.
I just need to say good luck to the Dohenys and I hope they win.
Is your name Dylan? What's your second name?
Healy.
Dylan Healy. And what's your connection to Dennis?
He's my uncle and Vincent Healy is my uncle too.
They're two great players, and Dennis has come on in leaps and bounds. He's one of our stars now at this stage. And now I'm going to talk to a player over there who's going to be an up-and-coming player. He plays with under-8 centre of the field, and his father was a great player with the Dohenys. That's Tim Buckley's son. So I'm going to tell him your first name.
Mark Buckley.
Are the Dohenys going to win?
Yeah, they are.
What are they going to win by?
About 3 or 4 points.
Do you know many of the Nemo players? Would you know many of them? No. Killian. Killian has a connection because he's connected to the Vars. You can tell the man your relation with the Dohenys team.
My father, he's the sub-keeper, and my uncle, he's the goalie for the Dohenys.
Your uncle is the present goalie. In 1993, his father was a fantastic keeper, and he's sub-goalie on Sunday next. That's Kieran, and Darragh is his uncle. Any more connections with the Dohenys team? We'll go back here.
I'm connected to Sean.
Sean?
I forget the last name.
No, you're all right. Good man. Who else?
My great-great-grandfather used to train the Dohenys a while ago.
He was actually captain of the Dohenys in 1897. Dan Rick O'Donovan. That correct? Well done. He's going to be a big, strong man like this fella. Is that right?
Yeah.
What are you going to say about the Dohenys, Capra?
That they're definitely going to win.
Are you going to be a Dohenys when you grow up?
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah. Centre field or full back?
Full back.
Full back like your dad and your uncle?
Yeah.
There were two great full backs that's Rickard and Mikey.
Yeah.
Two great full backs for the Dohenys. Well done. Where's Tom? What are you going to say, Tom? Will the Dohenys win?
Hopefully.
Are you confident that they'll win?
A bit.
A bit, you're not sure. What about your good friend here, Morris?
I'd say they'll win.
They'll win. What's going to be the final score, so Morris?
I don't want to make any predictions yet. No.
Good man. But they'll win.
Yeah, by 4 points there.
Around 4 points. Well done. Morris's dad is chairman of the underage club, and he's doing great work this year, and he's a fantastic chairman to have and a great friend of us all. And maybe we'll go up here to a few more of the teachers. You might say a few words.
My name is Siobhan O'Sullivan, and at the moment I have 3 boys, one on the under 12s, the under 10s and the under 8s. So all I want to say really is there's an awful lot of work done in the town for the Dohenys team. There's an awful lot of work being put in by the volunteers, we'll say the adult volunteers in the underage, the Sam Maguires, and they're the up-and-coming Dohenys, and I wish them the very best of luck on Sunday. They deserve it an awful lot.
Well said. No, are we going to give him a rendition of Up the Dohenys? Are we all going to do it together? And I might even give the mic to John Forbes there to lead us away. What about that? We'll all do it together, so. All right? Who's going to give the count? Mike, will you give him the count?
1, 2, 3.
Up the Dohenys, up the Dohenys, up the Dohenys every time. When we meet them, we will greet them. Up the Dohenys.
talk to... Now I'm going to talk to Shoda, one of the new teachers. Sorry, Claude.
Or Miss Crowley, as I'm known as, actually.
You're doing great work. You're sounding in great voice.
Oh, well, they're very enthusiastic, and that's great. And being from Kilkenny myself, I understand enthusiasm for I understand enthusiasm for sport, and all the boys here, we see them all the time. They're very into their sport, and it's great to see.
Fair play to you. Who's teaching them the music at the moment?
Well, they all do music in the classroom, but they're very good singers now in general, and they work very hard at it. So they're very enthusiastic boys, and it's great to see in everything they do, be it sport, be it music, whatever they get involved in. So it's great to see.
They tell me you're going to the match next Sunday.
I'm thinking about it, yes. I don't know.
She's changing her allegiance. Mary, maybe you might say something.
All I want to see is the cup coming back in here to Sculfordrick Nefa, because so much work has been put into it through Dunmanway, and we deserve the cup here now. Dunmanway needs a good boost.
What about yourself?
Just best of luck to them next Sunday and hope they bring back the cup.
You're dressed nice for the day.
And I'm from Clan myself, so they beat Nemo beat us, so I'd love for another West Cork team now to go back and beat them.
Be at the game next
I'd definitely be at the game.
Good girl.
Song and singing this lovely song in great voice, and we could nearly taste the fruit of victory already, and thanks to you, Charlie, for all your...
The boys made all their spectators themselves for that and everything.
Players and spectators, as you can see, all the hard work that the lads have done here, cutting out all the figures, and we'll capture some of the captions maybe on them. Sponsors there, the oil, and some of the players being named here, all the players being named here. And the subs as well, of course, not forgetting them, because they're very much part of the team, because the chances are that 2 or 3, maybe 4 or 5 even, of these lads could take part in the game next Sunday. A lot of good players there. Dennis, Johnny Bubbles as we call him, Jory, who was a brother on there, Pa, Kieran, who was the sub-goalkeeper in 93, keeper in 93 and 95, Noel Collins, probably one of the unluckiest players at the moment to lose out, because he's a very good player and has served a lot of time with this team. Paddy, who's been a great full-back over the years, a great bit of stuff. He might be small, but he's a mighty bit of stuff. Stephen, another one of the Collins brothers, fantastic player. And Tyg, an up-and-coming young player here, Tyg O'Leary. So there's a lot of good players here on the line. Killian, of course, Killian Crowley, who would have connections within the 1897 team. And Faulkner, better known as Ab. His father is a selector on the team, and we wish those selectors the best of luck, because they have a hard job to get the team out next Sunday and keep the team going. So the best of luck to them as well. So this is all their great work and their teachers' work. We'd like to thank the teachers of Sculpodrick and for all the great work they've done here with the kids and preparing them for this match on Sunday. Thank you very much to all of you. Thank you.
Now, it's not so long ago since most of those boys you see on the board there, who are now featuring on the team, sat there in the desks where you were sitting. It's only a short number of years ago, and we can't wait for Monday to come to see them coming in. Well, unfortunately, it has to be Monday week, because we'll be closed all next week. But we can't wait to greet them coming in that gate and their final triumph. It would be a wonderful climax to their long and hard endeavours all the year. So, Berbua agus benacht o Sculfadrick.
Now these boys with the 1897 team as well. You might tell us your connection with that.
Tom White.
Tom, what relation is Tom to you?
He's our great-grandfather.
Right. What's your names, boys?
Dennis.
I'm Stephen. I'm Jamie.
I'm Tomas.
And where are you living?
Gortina Sony.
You all in Sony? Yeah. Fair play to you. Are the Donny's going to win on Sunday? Yeah. What are they going to win by?
4 points.
4 points. What do you say?
4.
4 as well. Fair play to you. You're looking well, and you're looking forward to match on Sunday? Yeah. Will you be up there early? Yeah. Are you all going to sit together in the stand? Yeah. That's good. Are you going up by bus or by car? Don't know yet. You'll know next Sunday morning. Yeah. Anyway, the best of luck to the Donnies, isn't that right?
Yeah.
What are you going to say? Up there?
Donnies.
Every time?
Yeah.
Well done, lads. Well done. Now we are over in Maria Immaculata Community College and meeting some of the teachers here, and some teachers that will go back a long way in the games, and I know you'll remember the 92 game fairly well, Pat.
Yes, Charlie, we go back a long ways, I suppose. I was reminded of some of the games today going back to 1975, I suppose, by some of the pupils in the primary school. The interesting thing, I had visits to the convent primary school this morning, and I got more history from the 6th class national school there than I could possibly recall myself. They were able to tell me that there was 5 sets of brothers there in 1975, or 6, I'm not sure, and there's 5 sets of brothers there in 2006. They named them all out from the Collinses to the Donovans. I won't go through them all because I'd probably miss out on some of them. And they were able to mention issues going back to 1895, and they were able to tell me that Denny Rick's field was across the road from the primary school, and other interesting things like that around the town that I'd probably forgotten about. They even reminded me that there was a place called the Donny Terrace down by Galvin's Garage. They had more history. They had Tank Lane, and it even came up about the street leagues that were played in Dunmanway many years ago. In fact, I learned a lot more. I even found out about the Enniscannel Cup. Do you know about Enniscannel?
The Enniscannel Cup is this cup we're playing for on Sunday.
You know what you know about Enniscannel, let's say? They told me an awful lot about him that I didn't know. I think he came from Ballingarry. He was a primary teacher. The cup was donated in 1951, things I didn't even know about. As for the Donnies, I suppose we could go back. I could go back to 1894, the age at the time I was born, right? I suppose the great games down through the years have probably been, a lot have been at junior level and later on at intermediate. And we've had the great games. I've had the privilege of teaching a large number of the fellows who are playing and who have played in the past. I've been glad to say that many of them are holders of county medals already, and I hope that they'll be bringing back another one to add on to the list that they already hold. So, for that, I think for now, I think you can talk to somebody else.
Margaret, you have connections with those great teams. You might fill us in on your connection to the team.
Well, the 75 team, 2 brothers and husband, a few months after, on that team. And oh no, sorry, they did that. I was married in 71. That was the Carberry game. But that was 75.
That's the great Dermot Maw, of course, is your husband.
That's right, yeah. And then in 93, Dermot was a selector, I believe, yes. And I had a nephew playing on that team.
That's Ian?
Not Ian. Aidan O'Rourke. He was either a sub or he was playing. And then in 95, Aidan came on as a sub on the intermediate team. That's it.
Fair play to you. And we'll all remember our great friend Coleman, of course, who's passed away. And of that 75 team, Coleman and Pat were 2 of the players that passed away. Pat Daly, of course, and Coleman O'Rourke, and Aidan Ross, of course. Great memories and great players, and we'll always remember them in our prayers.
Say to Nemo, they've had a great tradition and it has come from Coláiste We know that most of their players have come from there. Here in the new Maria Immaculata, we hope to be the new Coláiste and I would remind anybody looking in that the week after this match, we're in the county senior football final, so that's our commercial. And we hope to continue the long tradition of the Donnies far into the future.
Fair play to you, Paddy. You're doing great work with the hurling here as well.
The hurling has done very well actually. Last year they went to the Munster Senior final and had a great run, and hurling I think it's on the up and up, and if the school will have anything to do with it, I'm sure my friends over there will have a lot to say about that. So best of luck to the Dohenys on Sunday. Win or lose, it's a great achievement after 31 years.
Now we're going to talk to Michael, who's done a lot of work with the underage club.
Well, I did. I spent some time with the underage club back, I suppose, 10 or 12 years ago. And I think it was a very successful time with the teams that I was involved with, the under-12s and the under-14s. And there was 3 of my own sons involved with it as well. But at the time, again, we had great social activities with them. We went to Dublin on numerous occasions. Again, the time when Cork were very successful, we went up to the Dohenys club, and we spent great times with them. And the underage club was very successful at the time, and we won very close in winning counties at the time. But at the time, winning West Cork's for the under-12 and the under-14, both hurling and football, it was a great success to the club. And there was everybody again, the fans and the people of Dunmanway. There was massive crowds attended all those games, and it was a great boost to the club as well.
What's your predictions for next Sunday, Mike?
There's no doubt about it, but Dohenys are going to come ahead. I feel it in my in my bones, and I think they've had a great year. They've had actually the last couple of years. I think they were up and coming, and they went again, as said, as far as the semi-final last year, and they were lucky that they didn't meet Nemo last year. This is the year they're going to meet Nemo this year, and this is the year they're going to beat them.
You feel quite confident?
Absolutely, in my heart they will. Yeah.
Fair play to Michael. These are the students from Maria Immaculata Community College, and I see a brother to one of the subs on Sunday, and that's Toig. How are they going to do next Sunday?
They're going to win a course.
Well done, Michal. What are they going to win by?
3 points.
This is a brother to one of the lads that are an outstanding player, and that's Dennis Healy. We're all very proud of Dennis, and I'm sure you're proud of him. And he has a great goalkeeper in hurling, that's Vincent. So are you going to follow in those footsteps of those 2 great players?
I hope they.
And do you think they'll win on Sunday?
Yeah.
What's your predictions?
Dohenys by 2 points.
Fair play to you. What about some of the girls? Any of the girls going to say a few words? Are they all gone shy? One of you might like to be. You might say a few words about the game on Sunday. Are you going to follow the Dohenys on Sunday?
Yeah.
You're all going to have your greens on Sunday. Your jerseys. Have your jerseys washed for Sunday?
Yeah. But we're going to wear them Sunday.
Do you play ladies football?
No. Yeah. We say yeah.
Who's training you there?
What's his name? Gordon, yeah. But he used to say yeah. Gordon Salter.
Manny might have a few words with us.
Yeah.
What do you think about next Sunday?
I think they'll win, alright.
Right. Are you going to be a player in the future, up and coming young player? I know you're a good player and you've been involved with the under-16s, is that correct? And how he won a West Cork final this year?
Yeah.
Who was your coach this year?
Remy Lyons.
And he's also involved with the senior team, isn't that correct?
He is, yeah.
And who's your chairman? Is it Barry Hurley?
Yeah.
He's doing great work as well?
Yeah, he is, yeah.
And your game against Dunamore, he didn't start well in the first half, but he came good in the second half. But I think for next year, you're up and coming. If you don't won West Cork, you might go further next year, will you?
Yeah, I'd say we should, alright.
Do you play hurling as well?
No, I don't know.
What about some more of the lads here? Any more of your friends here? Any of you like to say a few words? Mr. Cronin? What's your first name? Conor Cronin. You played a great game outside against Ross Carberry on under-16s. Are you going to be shouting your heart out for the Dohenys next Sunday?
Yeah, I will, yeah. I'll be there, alright.
Who's your favourite player?
Yeah, Joe McCarthy is good enough.
Joe McCarthy.
Yeah, he's handy enough, yeah.
He's the heart like you have?
He does, yeah.
All right, Joe. Anyone else like to say a few words? Any Hurley connections? Come here, don't be afraid. You're wearing your Dohenys tracksuit. You're representing the Dohenys. Are you Daniel's sister? No. Daniel McSweeney? No. Anyway, are the Donnies going to win on Sunday?
Yeah, obviously.
What do you think they'll win by?
I don't know.
But you think they'll win anyway?
Yeah.
Are you going to be wearing your green or are you going to be wearing your tracksuit on Sunday?
Yeah, where it is.
You're going to wear your tracksuit. Fair play to you. Na Duff Konig. Na Duff Konig. This boy is brother, Brian McCarthy, is brother to Ger, who's top scorer in the county this year at the moment. And I don't think anyone will surpass your brother. He's fantastic, and I've seen you playing under 16. Your style is very like him. What are you going to say about your big brother?
Well, like, he's good, there's no doubt about that. And, you know, it's going to be hard now to keep it James Masters away from the top of the table in the scoring. But I reckon he'll be able to do it the next one. I reckon he'll scrape through by 2 or 3 points.
Fair play to you. What about your own career? Are you going to be a Donny senior in the future? What do you think?
Definitely, 100%.
We're all up for it. Fair play to you. Well done.
Yeah, no bother.
You're wearing your jersey here. Come out here and say a few words. Well, Shane, do you think the Donny is going to win on Sunday?
Oh, yeah.
Did you learn the song?
Yeah.
You don't have to sing it. You won't sing it?
No.
You're shy. Fair play to you. Some of the teachers here, we might get to some of the teachers. They're running. They're gone shy. They're gone shy. We go to the people wearing the jerseys. You're green and white. Come here. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Are the Donnies going to win on Sunday?
Of course they are.
Good girl. What do you think about the game on Sunday? Tell us a little about the game. How do you see the game going?
Well, I can see Donny's leading now, I'd say, by half-time, 4 points. Same old usual, same against Atta now. Come back into it, but Donny's will come back into 2 points. They'll be up to 4 at half-time. Nemo will come back into it, then Donny's will take it by about 2, because we've got spine down the middle, as you can see yourself now, like Patrick and Dohenys got 5 attacking forwards, you know, so I can hopefully see now the lads do well on Sunday and do the town proud and win the game.
You're a player for the future yourself. Hopefully. I know you like the hurling as well. And what do you think about the hurlers' chances?
Hurlers super altogether. It's absolutely great now, hopefully they're the junior A next year now as well, and so it's great now for the club to be doing the hurling as well as the football now, so best luck in both squads. And
fair play to you. Well done. You can, of course.
I'd like to say best luck to Clonagale for the Junior B County.
Fair play to Clonagale, our neighbours, by the way. We thought they might be playing before us on Sunday, but it's not happening because the other game was a draw. There's a few more Clonagale supporters here as well, but you'll be supporting the Donnies on Sunday.
No, Nemo all the way.
They're only cutting, by the way. These boys are watching the transfer to us, I'm sure. Aidan, this is an up-and-coming great goalkeeper, and he'll be replacing maybe Darrell Farr in years to come. What about the game next Sunday? How do you see it going, Aidan?
We'll win.
We'll win?
Yeah, we're on a couple of points, 3 points.
Is it your ambition to play senior football with the Donnies?
Yeah.
Good man. You want to play in goal for the Donnies, sir?
Yeah.
Well done.
Charlie, you're very welcome. And on behalf of the staff and the management and the school, we'd like to welcome the Donnies here. You've often come here in the past with cups. Sure, so hopefully at the end of next Sunday evening, we'll be preparing for you again to come back with the Scanlon Cup.
Fair play to you, Dennis. Thank you for having us, and you're doing fantastic work here in the school, and a lot of the present players have passed through your teachers, and you've done great work, and we'd like to thank you also on behalf of the Donny Club for all the great work you've done with them.
Well, it's a great honour for us, you know, to deal with the students, to help them along their way, and it's great now to see them actually showing off their skills on county final day against Nemo Rangers. And again, as I said before, we'd be more than delighted to welcome them back with the cup next week.
Fair play to you, Dennis. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Again, on behalf of everybody involved here in the school, I'd like to wish the Downey Club every success on Sunday, and we all feel confident that come Sunday night that they'll be bringing the cup back to Dunmanway, where it rightly belongs, back to Sam Maguire territory.
Fair play to you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? D-O-H-E-N-Y-S. Donnies!
I'm going to talk to an uncle of 3 of the players on Sunday. What do you think of their chances on Sunday, Dinny?
I think they have a very good chance. It's their best chance in 100 years of winning it.
Fair play to Dinny. Now I'm in the home of Dr. Michael Hurley, and he's been involved with the Dohenys on the line as the medical man over the years, and he might tell us a little bit about what he knows about the Dohenys over the years.
Well, Charlie, I first came to West Cork in 1962 out to Kilmichael, and even while we were there, four young boys, children then, and we always sensed there was a charisma about the Dohenys club. Even though we weren't in the town, we were actually in Kilmichael, we always followed the Dohenys. There was something about them that would always stimulate you. Then when I came into Dunmanway in 1968, we really became involved. I'm not too sure when I was elected on the committee, but since then I've been more or less their team doctor, and you must remember now that I know all the present team who will be playing on Sunday actually since the time they were born, and even before they were born, while their mothers, as it were carrying them. So you could say really that I've known these lads since they were in napkins. I'm not saying they were all patients of mine, but most of them were, and down through the years I've been looking after them. So it was a great thrill to me to be involved with them as the doctor on the sideline, seeing that I have known them so well. They were like a family. It almost as that I was part of the family. So that alone was a great stimulus to me. And then the added advantage is that I was born and reared in hurling and football, so they gave me certainly great occasions. And I can tell you something, Charlie, that I get so much enjoyment being on the sideline with them. As much enjoyment as you would pay quite a lot of money to get the same enjoyment. They're a great crowd of lads. They are now playing magnificent football, and they have built up over the years, and they are now getting very, very confident. So for me personally, it's the thrill is that I have known them so well and feel almost part of them. And it certainly keeps me young to be part of them. I hope on Sunday, and I have no doubt that they will give a good account of themselves. They're confident. They're not afraid of Nemo. In fact, they're quite delighted. I think that it's Nemo that they are playing in the final. And I'm sure, as I said, that they will certainly put up a good show. And whether they win or lose or draw, they certainly have put Dunmanway and Dohenys on the map, which is a marvellous thing for the town. Also in the past, we have two of the present team who won All-Ireland minor medals with Cork, Paul Dean and John Collins, John Bonny as we call him. And I think Sean Lorden was on a panel subsequently with Cork minors. And Paul Dean and Bonny are certainly very prominent members of the present team. Also, our young players, I suppose, coming on would be Patrick McCarthy, who has won a lot of colleges championships in recent years and has come on a lot. And really, he's a fantastic addition to the team.
That's correct. He's a great hurler and footballer.
Exactly. Now, so I think that's about all I have to say, except again to emphasise that the Dohenys, I feel part of the family. Sometimes really I just feel like one of them really. And I'm inclined to get a bit excited in the line, which a doctor shouldn't do at the times, and try to get involved in making changes. But I'm quickly shot down when I try to get involved in that sphere of activities.
Thanks for your wonderful words, Dr. Hurley, and hopefully we'll have an enjoyable day on next Sunday, and please God we'll come out on top.
Please God, Charlie. Thanks very much. Thanks very much, Dan.
Now I'm talking to the chairman of the club, Raymond Lyons. 2 days before the game, how does it feel, Raymond?
Charlie, the tension is really building at the moment with just 3 days to go. The hype around town is something fantastic. I suppose it's a huge occasion for the club. I've been involved now as a player since the mid-60s and as an officer and so on since the early 70s. And I think it's the biggest day in the club's history in that length of time, even taking into consideration the 75 final. It's a much bigger occasion. I suppose competition and everything else is much stronger. But there seems to be a lot more interest than there was back in 75. The buntings around town, the flags, all of those show huge interest among the people of the town. It will be a huge day for the club, and when we win, it will be a huge day for both the town and the club. It has done and it's going to do a lot of good for the club because of the interest it has created. Young people, under 10s, under 12s, to see them around the place at the moment in their green jerseys and clamouring for more jerseys. We can hardly supply the demand, but all of that can only help the club.
Thank you very much, Remy, for your wonderful words, and hopefully we'll be saying words of joyous on a joyous occasion on Sunday night, hopefully.
Thanks, Charlie.
Now we're in the home of Father Donald O'Donovan, and he's been following the Dohenys for many years. He was away in the States for a few years, and he's back with us now, home in Dunmanway again, and he's a great Dohenys supporter.
The only advice I want to give the team is, when you get on the field, don't be worried about the other team. You have the ability to win. You have proved it in the past, during the past year especially. There is nothing to fear but fear itself. And I wish you the best of luck, and pray that you will use your ability to the best of your ability. I wish you well.
You have some very interesting old medals there, Father. Maybe you tell us something about those medals.
My connection with the Dohenys goes back a long ways. My uncle, Jerry O'Donovan, was a member of the Dohenys team of 1897. And one medal is, they won, in 97 they won the Ballinhassig tournament as well, which was considered a very important tournament. And other medal is the county medal, which he won with the team of 97. And I have a tradition in the family, and I kind of have a strong feeling for the Dohenys. So I wish them well on Sunday.
Now I'm here with Johnny Manley, the manager of the team, and his wife Joan, and their lovely kids. And Johnny has put an awful lot of work into this club, and he might fill us in a small little bit on his preparation for this Sunday's game.
Yeah, Sunday's game is a very important game for the club. Like, it's a county final at senior level. That's the top grade you can play, you know. And as I said to the players during the week, next Sunday's Irish football is the most important Irish football they're going to play, where they'll play in Croke Park or anywhere else afterwards, or down at Fitzgerald Stadium in Cork, wherever the case may be next year. This game Sunday is the most important Irish game, so it's important that we all perform up on the pitch, up in Pocket Keeve, you know, because to beat Nemo, every fellow will have to be at 110, 120% and keep it going for the hour. It's all about performing for a full hour, you know.
Johnny, you might talk to us about your fellow selectors.
Yeah, I suppose Ramy Lyons, I suppose he's a very precise man, like, and everything has to be done to the T for Ramy. No half measures with him. You have to be in time, and gear picked up, no balls lost, and I suppose that's all part and parcel because the small club expenses some along mounting up, and in fairness to him, he keeps a good scrutiny on the gear and everything like that, on jerseys and everything, and a good man to keep an eye over the lads as well, like, you know. And Pat McCarthy, I suppose I have great time for the man. He's been very good to me, take me to matches, and he had no problem playing, going to gates. I know he appreciates what's been done, and I can't speak highly enough of the man. And then come down to Mark. I suppose his experience with the Cork senior team, has brought a lot of experience to the players, and especially before the matches in the dressing rooms, he has motivated them, and he experience speaks for itself, and very knowledgeable fellow about football. The Farr family was involved in football big time down the Manwa, and then Thomas he's the new kid on the block, you could say. He came into us with us last year, and he brought some fantastic ideas around, about scoring points and drills and that, and how to expose teams. And in fairness, he has shown his hand on a few times. We made Clyde look very small last year up in Carrick and that, so Tom himself I think there's 221 Munster medals won with Cork, and he went to the States then, and he played with Tompkins and that, and he has vast experience. He's always thinking about the game and thinking about players, and what move to go with next, and they're all great help.
Jerry, you've been involved now since 1994. I had the reins before that, and I remember one day above Macroom I was getting my car serviced, and we had a bit of a chat about it at the time, because I said it was time for me to maybe call it a halt, because I was involved with underage teams from under 12 up, and I was there for such a long time. I felt I might be going a small bit stale, but you really stepped it up. Fair play to you, Jerry. There's an awful lot of credit due to you.
Yeah, I suppose, but I think you had a few conversations down your own house as well, and I think you spent a few hours trying to persuade me to do it, and I'm glad now that I took your advice in that, and I suppose like Sir Brian Hurley as well in Bally and those, great advisors behind the scenes to push me on to do it, and I suppose a few years you were into the running with, and I suppose I owe an awful lot into my wife Joan, because she'd been from Glenflesk, a lot of contacts down there with clubs and that, and we'll go around and get arrange games and get a pitch, and I suppose the morning after being beaten in the championship, it was great to get someone to encourage you again, not to give up, and keep trying it, and keep at it. And it has all worked now, so it's down to Sunday, and to be the icing on the cake to win the senior title on Sunday,
Fantastic work, Jerry. I think we owe you a debt of thanks, and hopefully we'll bring it off next Sunday night, and please God we will.
Yeah, I suppose really, I've only one name in the scene, down around the town, I suppose, likes of Timmy Hurley, Sergeant Dowling, Cormac McCartney, these people who were there when I came around, they put a lot of effort into the club in 9 years and kept it going for us, so I suppose it's only right that we should push it on as hard as we can now and enjoy it and make the best of it,
Thank you very much, Jerry, and we're all looking forward to Sunday, and Joan will be all dressed up in our greens and whites next Sunday evening. So thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Charlie. Yeah.
Very good. You have the health, that's the main thing. Good luck, John Mac. John Collins, we had you on the radio a while ago that you were going to with someone to the match. All right.
This evening, our reporting. How's the home team sleep?
Number 8, Michael Farr, and number 9, Jack Collins. Our forward line on the right.
Smile, wave your flag. Are you? Come on, Dohenys. Come on, Dohenys. Come on, Dohenys. Hi. Hey. You're on TV. Dohenys. Up the Dohenys! Dohenys, come on! Dohenys, Dohenys, come on! Come on, Dohenys! 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 Come on, lads! We're on TV! Come on, Dennis. Come on, Dennis. Come on, Bunny. Come on, Daniel, down in this. Come on, Daniel.